Planty. First in, good bot. It is good to see you, Planty. It's good to see you. Good to see everybody here. Thank you guys for coming in.
Hey.
Got to support a little U of A basketball here today. Got to support the opening of baseball season as well.
Stateside.
We've kind of got everything covered.
Yeah,
stateside,
so,
but
yeah.
that's true. Cubs have already played 2 or 3 games.
Yeah,
games?
they were 0-2 by March 20th.
Hey, that's it's I guess better than the White Sox. I don't know. Where are the White Sox at? White Sox will probably lose their first game today anyway, too. Baker, how's it going? Good to see you, Beverage Brothers. It is wonderful to see you as well. Woohoo! Hi, Keith.
Planty.
Look at that.
I know.
Gosh, look at that.
I got used to the TEA.
I know, and already in probably what are we on, a 45 or 50-day clock? You'll be going back to the original, so we'll see that or some form of it. But thank you. It's good to see you all here. It is once again Thursday evenings. It is with the time change. It is about 6:30 Eastern. Yep. It is time for some beverage podcasting fun. I'm Andrew,
and I am Keith.
You are. You've been Keith for a while now.
Many years.
Your whole life, I would say.
Many decades. Yes.
Many decades.
Yes.
Well, let's not go that far.
I know.
Let's just back it up a little bit.
An eon. Oh, wait, no, not quite that long.
I'm a little frustrated this week because obviously we are way behind on Severance, like just trying to kind of watch it a little bit. And the amount of like people doing the dissecting and spoilers and adjustments, it's very frustrating, like to avoid for what I am like when I'm on social media. Also, they're like, in this last scene when I was like, oh my God, Innie is outie and outie is it's like, oh, stop. I'm still in the first season. Quit. It was like even the old like Severance account. I saw them like not spoil, but they were like posting like little like, here's a little secret you may have. It's like it's been 24 hours, man. You just put up the last episode.
Is it okay?
Calm
I was going to say, is it
down.
all?
It is done. It is
they're
done.
all
Yeah.
released. Okay.
Yeah, they did put out a thing that was like, should we do a 3rd season? It's like, well, of course you probably need to. There's no way you finished it.
Unless they did.
That's true.
Unless everybody's dead and there's nowhere else to go.
There's nowhere else to go. Everyone is gone.
Both sides dead.
Both sides dead. Innies, outies,
in is out,
sideways.
Out is in, up is down.
Mass hysteria. Yeah. Cats and dogs living together. We've got a very fun show for you this evening. I'm super, super excited. As we talk about sometimes, we're always excited when we just get to hang out. That's usually you're already at like this pretty high level. Yeah, and then it's like, where do the beverages bring us up to? And I think this one is going to be pretty good because we've got 2 ciders, which we were just talking about ciders literally this week in the on the old game and streams that I do Monday through Friday, not Thursdays because we're doing this.
That's right.
But so we've got a couple ciders we're going to try that you just got. We've got a new liqueur that we're going to try like a sip of first so we can kind of know what the taste profile is. And then we are going to make a kind of kicked up cocktail as well with that liqueur. And actually, I know we've been talking about it. The recipe we're doing is 3 ingredients, not 2.
Oh, okay. Did you do the orange twist?
I don't have any oranges.
Oh, okay. Some have the orange twist.
I saw that. This one does. He does put a little bit of orange in it. My handsome bearded fellow, which that's the links if you guys want to look for.
The handsome bearded
if
fellow.
you want to look for the recipe there at the very end.
I thought you were the
Carajillo.
handsome bearded fellow. Okay.
I'm one of many. There's 2 in this room right now, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really call it a beard.
What are you calling that now? Scruff?
Yeah, scruff.
12 o'clock shadow?
Yeah, beginning.
7:30 in the
beard
evening?
Beginnings.
From the beginning.
It's only the beginnings.
There you go. He also uses Reposado tequila.
Okay.
Tequila?
Oh, really?
Tequila, Licor 43, and the coffee.
Okay, so
because he says he likes to smooth it out a little bit because he says it can get too sweet if it's just the other 2 things. So he likes it. I was like,
we've never had the Licor 43, so we don't know. Let's say, how can it be sweet?
I think it's like a vanilla herbal kind of liqueur.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe when you do more of like a 1.5. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. I think he was calling it like the kicked up Carajillo or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna trust him out of the gate because I do like his videos quite a bit. But we're gonna start with some ciders.
Yeah, I didn't realize how topical I would be. Oh, you took that picture. I could have gotten you. No, I mean
think you took that picture.
You decided to use the picture I took. I could have gotten you a better picture than that if I'd have known that was what we were going to stay with.
I thought it was kind of artistic.
Okay.
This is what I see on the the kids. They're using the Instagram.
That's true.
Do you know of the Instagram?
You've got the ingredients there.
I thought you did that on purpose.
I did not. That's just how it was there.
Damn it! You should have claimed it.
No, I can't do it.
100% thought you did that on purpose. Yeah, I actually really liked the. I was like, oh, this is good. Like this is when people show like, hey, I'm a trader. It's always like this kind of downward angle. Usually you can kind of see the price, but the price on this was,
I believe,
$350, $375.
I should have brought my
Three
receipt.
Amigos?
You know, I
cut the picture down a little bit. Maybe if I look, maybe does it say right under it?
It might be in there. Yeah,
Okay,
it might.
Let's take a gander.
by there. You might, if you did cut it down, it might still be there.
Oh, what do we see? Limited time.
No.
$11.99.
Okay. For 4.
Yeah, it is a limited
So
time though.
$3.
That is limited
Yeah,
time.
it's a As far as I know, it's
why
limited
why are
time.
you saying the Trader Joe's is wrong? They have it on the sign right there. Limited
Yeah,
time.
no, I know.
I said that. You're like, no.
Oh, no. I thought you were. I was not saying no to limited time.
Oh, I thought that's
I
what
was
you
saying
were
something
no
else.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I was saying no to, but it was not limited time.
All right. $11.99.
As far as I know, it's limited time. I've never seen a cider from Coronado. Obviously, they do things, but they don't like to put them all on their website.
No, there are at least 2 other ones up on their website. One of them is I'm sure these are probably year round. This is a nice and dry organic cider. California organic cider, it says on there. So USDA organic. Is this one organic? Oh, these are all organic. San Diego. Oh, no, this one's not. San Diego, California made.
Oh, it's got. I think it's got.
Is it on the side?
Doesn't it have
vegan?
I thought that was the.
No,
USDA
that's some
organic.
trickery right there. It's very small, but it's the same as what's on the front where it says San Diego, California.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then they have another one that's called Super Fruit with Blueberry. This one is a seasonal. This one is just guava. Hard cider. We like a lot of beers from Coronado Brewing, so
I like
definitely
how
interested in
that's a
this.
sticker over the ingredient list.
I
wonder
noticed that
if
in
there
your
was
photo as well.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to come off. We can see what mistake they made. Wrong sticker. It's not. Anyway, but yeah, I
would
noticed
get it.
that. Scratch.
Oh, it's that kind of. Oh, there was a lot more ingredients.
Okay.
Whoops, these fell off. Now let me pour, and then I'll go for it.
Yeah, so this showed up on the order guide last week. I thought it was going to be something different, but I knew it was going to be a cider, but I thought it was a different flavor. But yeah, then this came in, and then I just all of a sudden today I thought we only have 3 things because we're going to try the Liquor 43 by itself, but I didn't think that really counted. So I thought, well, let's try another cider, and especially since the other one, the flavors of that were quite enticing as well.
I'm very excited by the next. I'm excited by both, just because I've never had one from Coronado Brewing.
Right, and Schilling, I've always liked what they've done.
Yeah.
So
I should have looked. What is it? Can we read what that can says? I got to go back to the picture.
no, here.
Oh, okay.
While you do that,
Okay, I can peel out. There's a little more label here I can get. Sorry for the crunching, chat. Okay, we are fully ready. We know what you've stickered over.
apple juice, guava juice, malic acid, yeast.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
So they must have used this can at some point for something else, or they just copied and pasted the wrong ingredients. Apple juice, strawberry juice from concentrate, watermelon juice from concentrate, malic acid, and yeast.
Okay, so that is what I thought. It's so weird. When I ordered this on Sunday, I thought it was a strawberry watermelon cider. That's what the sheet had said. That's what the order guide said. And so when it came in, I saw those colors and I thought strawberry watermelon. But then when I looked at it, I was like, wait, this says guava. So somewhere along the line, something.
The only place it says guava is right at the very top, too,
Guava,
which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, it does say it underneath the little ribbon there.
Oh, you're right. I missed that.
But still, it's not
right
huge.
There.
So
it is.
But
not.
yeah,
that happens. Liquor 43 is great. We're going to find out.
We will find out.
We're going to make the better version of the espresso martini. Apparently, is what they say.
Well, according to your
according to my man
bartender.
crush that I have on this fellow. Good morning and afternoon and evening to everyone. We're depending where you are in the world. I knew it. Yes, got to. There are a bunch of other drinks too that have that cocktails that have it in as well. So it won't be like a one and done purchase. Not that it was very expensive. It was around like $28, something like that. I did realize today that I didn't have any Reposado tequila, so I had to go out and get that. I was like, damn it, I thought I had a week right after.
I
get something.
Brought you some.
No, I wanted to get the one that I like.
Okay.
The one that I like, the one that I know. I didn't want another variable.
Okay.
I know what the coffee is roughly going to taste like. We know what tequila tastes. we know what this tequila tastes like because we've had it on the podcast before.
I think I still have some Hornitos Reposado from years ago.
Frosty, how's it going? Good
Frosty.
to see you. Orca, good to see you as well. It's exactly what I was referencing. Nice. But yeah, that is interesting. That was 100% what that can was destined to be. And then it was not to be.
And then it was not. Then they're like, crap, we don't have any strawberries and watermelon. What do we have?
Yeah, we have guava.
Okay. Let's do that.
Golly, sorry, I don't have any strawberries and watermelon. Maybe this guava will help. Galveston. I don't know why the chat's in. I gotta change it. Chat claims it's in slow mode, but I don't think it is. We're gonna find out just to double check. Slow off. Is it on? Room is not in slow mode. Okay, that was just on my end then. Whatever.
Slow mode.
Slow mode.
Are we in slow mode? I'm usually in slow mode.
Similar-ish to Dr. Pepper. What's similar-ish to Dr. Pepper?
Liquor 43, maybe?
Oh, just because of all the ingredients in it? But it has even more ingredients.
Yeah. It's like, that's soda 23.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like is it like Italian Spanish liqueur specifically? I forget. We'll look at that. We'll get to that in a minute.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Right now we're enjoying a cider from Coronado Brewing. Well, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's okay.
It's about what I thought. Guava's not very... That was why I made sure this is the first one.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, that's a good call.
There's definitely something more than just... like I said, what you'd expect out of a regular apple or pear cider. There's a little something extra there. There's a little more...
Especially in the nose, I think.
Oh, really?
To me, I get like the fruit more in the nose, and then it's there. And it's definitely not as appley, so you get that there. So,
Dr. Death by Liquid. Oh, my prior message didn't make it through. It did not. All I saw was Frosty in the Wave, and then I apologize for missing what you were talking about. Yeah, I had actually... Casey came in the other day and she was talking about, she's like, oh, do you guys like stuff from Liquid Death? Have you tried anything? I said, yeah, we have had some. We like their tea stuff a little bit better, like the Undead Billionaire. But I don't think we actually had that one, but Undead Billionaire I have had. We have the mango chainsaw and the
Grim Leafer.
Yeah, the Grim Leaf. Yeah, with the key lime. And we're like, oh, those are good. And they use the agave nectar. There's one now that's got there's like cherry in it. I have to look up, like I said, she had messaged me about that one. And then, yeah, they actually make some now that are like some sort of soda flavored things too.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got like some new things out that we should try. Cherry Obituary. Thank you. Yeah, that was the one. Okay. And they do a root beer, Cherry Obituary. And then, like you said, there's one that's Dr. Death. So that one's like Dr. Pepper kind of thing. So
okay.
We should look for those and just like try those all at one shot or something. Maybe the next time I'm out and about.
That'd be good.
There's another cola too. Okay. I'll have to bring up that website. Yeah, no, this is good. This is refreshing. This is solid. I don't know what's the ABV on this. There are other ones I think are in the 5.5 range. This one is also 5.8.
Okay. I think the next one is 6.5, I think.
Oh, I'm excited for the next one. It's a good palate starter.
Yeah, nice, light, easy, good, summery. Yeah, hot weather, which we have already. We've touched the 90s.
It was in the 90s, yeah.
I must confess, we touched the 90s.
It finally goes down a little bit next week, and then I think we do see the 70s, like mid 70s, upper 70s for a little while again, but it's unfortunately getting to be that time. I even scheduled, I think it's not this next week, but the week after, someone to come out and just do the like, hey, why don't you check all my air conditioning and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have the company that we use, we do like their service contract, and it includes the visit every winter and summer, and then parts and stuff and priority if stuff goes wrong. So
okay, I feel I know the answer to this.
Yes.
Do you guys actually use your heat in the winter?
Yes.
Okay. Because like for us, I think it literally kicked on twice.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our house stays weirdly insulated. Like I think the coldest it ever got in our house, which I know would be probably too cold for your house. I think the coldest it ever got was like 64.
Oh yeah,
and then we had it like a little bit, but even then, sometimes we're like, oh, it's nice. And like, I didn't know if like I said, I think, but for the most part, usually like because I think we have our set at 66 to kick on, and most of the time it never got below like 67. Like I said, it was like, but there was a couple times when it was really cold outside, and then it was like. Again, like low 60s. And I remember my wife was like, can you just like give it a little? I'm like, all right. Because I kind of like that. Let's do it. Was it snowing inside?
We usually have ours at the coolest set at 68 for it to come on. So,
oh, wow.
So, yeah. But we don't keep it. It stays pretty warm in our house too. But
what do you set?
Pocket tends to run a little cold.
What about the AC though? Where do you got that? What kind of numbers you got for that?
During the day,
well, she's working from home.
Yeah, she's working from home, and now too, where her office is now in a warmer room, so we may have to look into some options for her to be. Yeah, I know. And I was talking about that, but
You should. It's not. You should use the same company that I used and that Joe used for his AC.
but
They're really good. That guy's nice. Remember, that's the guy that gave us the bottle of scotch.
oh yeah, that's right. Every installation comes with
I
a
wish.
semi-used bottle of scotch.
That would be amazing. I would love it if that was true.
Almost
I'd
full.
get more things installed.
But yeah, 70.
They're great because they're heat too.
79 during the day, and then at night we have the split zone, so we have our bedroom down to 77
Oh, that's cool.
to stay extra. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
extra
that.
cool.
Well, didn't you used to do like middle of the night turn down a little more? Because that's what I like
that's
too.
usually when at 9 o'clock when we're going to bed. That's when it goes down.
Yeah, I always like that too. 64, Bevy, the Sasquatch of carbon footprints here. It never really gets that cold now. Like I said, that's the one thing I would like to. We should finally probably after all these years, do the roof coating. We've never done that.
Oh wow, ever?
No.
Oh wow,
I know.
Yeah. Is it like 20 years you've been here now?
Yeah, it's getting close to
I
it.
was just thinking about that
Yeah.
for some reason. I was. Yeah.
It's to be that point where you're like, okay,
Yeah, I think you're
what's
supposed to do
about
that
to
like
go?
every.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. We did it at our last house. We had the flat roof, and I think it was 2000. We bought the house in 2000. I think it was 2008. We did it ourselves, and obviously I was much younger.
Our brother just did it himself like a couple years ago. I
that's
was
crazy.
like,
there's no way. But
Oh,
I
thank
remember
you.
doing it and thinking, the next time we do this, our son's going to be helping us with this. Because at that time, he was only like 7 or 8 years old when we did it. But we wound up selling the house and
Gotcha.
it got redone. But
Saribot coming in with the band. Let's go.
all right.
All right. Right out of the gate. No, I didn't say that, phone.
But yeah, that was heavy because we lifted those buckets.
Oh,
up
I know.
To get them
Those
out.
are not
yeah, those
light.
are light. Even though we poured them into smaller ones,
Is
you're
that in your
lifting it up
two-story?
yeah. No.
Are those even at the single? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's still to get on that roof was. Ooh. Yeah. No, the 2-story.
Because that does help with cooling too, right?
It's a reflective coating, and so yeah, it's supposed to, and then obviously a thick level of that.
Yeah,
But,
I want to do. Yeah, I think we're going to look into doing that.
yeah, it's probably just a good
Just
idea.
to do,
anyways.
yeah, just to do. Like we're kind of at that point where like, okay, what things?
Do you ever go on the roof?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
a couple times a year.
Because if you have that, like it's called ponding, I think, where you start to see the cracks, like in the. Maybe you don't have any of it, but it'll be like where it's it's solid, but then it just starts to dry and kind of like just.
Oh,
get cracked.
okay.
That's usually the spots that they need to patch those up and then go over
Okay.
that. But,
Yeah, there's probably definitely a couple spots like that for sure. I think I usually get up there at least a couple times a year because I'll kind of check things out or whatever.
Yeah.
Then, like I said, I didn't this last 2 years, but like I said, usually putting up Christmas lights and other stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's usually when an inspection happens. I think we still have our dish up there that I just never took out. Well, and I didn't because it's bolts going into
Yeah.
like part of the thing, and then they're sealed. So it's like, okay, if I take those out, now I've got to seal that.
Yeah.
And like, what if I screw that? So
No,
it's like,
might as well just leave it up there. You can
Kind of.
I think you probably remove the dish itself, but keep the frame there.
oh, that's a good idea.
if you wanted to,
I should
but-
just do that. You're right.
But then that's where if you wanted to, you could get like a little antenna and put it on there.
I wonder if I could actually what I could hit. I mean, because my
You-
neighbor has one.
You can though, because especially if it's on your roof,
Yeah.
just get one. And I attached mine.
Do they make something that actually works to that frame, or were you just ingenious?
I was able to. It just worked the way we had it,
okay.
because ours was on the ground at this house, and so it had like a post that came up, and I was just able to. Can't remember exactly what I did, but yeah, I just used the existing frame and put it in there. But yeah, especially if you're on the roof, and they have them where you can turn it to get like the different
you've
things.
told me
So
about
you
that.
could do it like remotely from here, and the wiring is already going to your outlets. So wherever your cable outlets are,
because I've got one by that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
and just I did.
And that's
I
even
got
usually a better picture too. Like if you get the 4K on
Yeah.
that and stuff.
I had a splitter, and I turned it. Yeah, I
You have to tell me which one you have, because if you had it installed to your dish, like I'm sure mine is similar.
I would think so. Yeah, I could send you a link to it. I bought it. It's like 6 years ago now, almost. But
That's
Yeah.
one of those ones where you'll send me the link. I'll look at it. It's like, there's a new version of this.
yeah,
Like, it's
and
always
you'll
fun.
get the new version.
Yeah. I've been looking
And
at
they're not
like
that
the,
expensive.
no, I don't think, usually they're not too bad. I've been looking at like pool cleaners. Have you seen like the ones where you actually like put the thing in there and then it actually just like tracks around? They
Oh,
look like a
okay.
little car.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen these?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been looking at those like a little bit because like I said, that'd be nice where you can just you put them in overnight, like when the pool's not actually running.
Oh,
and then
okay.
it goes through and picks up everything because it's not blowing everything around. So might have to look at that as well. Don't worry, Amazon remembers forever. They do. They do remember forever. All right. Next beverage. We've got another cider. I know it just came up literally in chat. I couldn't believe it.
I love it.
It was talked about just the other day. I forget who it was. I don't see their name on there because they followed and they were talking about stuff and then they mentioned that. Also, I'm seeing someone followed named Flavortown, which is hilarious.
Won't you take me to
but anyway, they brought up
Town.
ciders. This is not one of the ones they brought up, but both of these just came in obviously like today within the last like week or so.
This one.
Oops,
they both showed up yesterday.
That one showed up yesterday. Okay,
Yep, both of them.
Let's try this again. There we go.
That one also. Oh, it's off.
I like that.
Yeah.
Schilling hard cider. This is one of their seasonal ciders.
Seasonal.
Dream Sickle Orange Vanilla.
Yeah.
When
I saw that, I was like, "Oh yeah, we have to." Add
I
that.
hope this is good.
And I like the little, little DJ.
It was really difficult to
DJ
find this
something?
picture because most of them have an older picture, which was still a cat on there.
Okay,
but it was
what
doing
is that?
something else.
Isn't that a cat? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it was like it was in a completely different pose.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like a cat, like going like this or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was not this. So every time I would look for it, it was not that picture. So I had to do some work to get this one. But
found the current one.
I did find the current one because one of our favorite Brecker brewers, like I said, the soda from them, their Orange Dream is delicious.
Very good. Yes. We had even that. What was that? The Fall of Troy or whatever. Wasn't that like a orange something?
That was good from
IPA?
Belching Beaver, but that was one. It was like I needed to share. Like it was almost
it was
a little
too
too
much.
sweet for.
But
Yeah, exactly. It was still
beer,
good.
So, yeah.
It was still good. Legends of Cider seasonal, 180 calories, 7 servings per container. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No, that's not right at all.
A little over an ounce.
It's a little over an ounce. 6.9, perfect. We love that.
Okay.
Love that kind of percentage on the ABV.
We've had things from Schilling before. We did the Excelsior.
Oh
we did
shit!
that.
I wonder if I have that.
That's their 8.5 Imperial. That's their 8.5 Imperial.
That was good.
We've done their blackberry pear. We did the one that was the koala. I think that wasn't like a strawberry guava or something.
Yeah. It had
we've done a
hepatitis
few.
in it too, I
We
think.
didn't do the last one that was Polar Plunge, which I heard was pretty good. But maybe we'll get that one over the
What was
holidays.
the flavor profile on that?
I like fruit, like a fruit punch. I heard maybe like a wassail type.
Oh, okay.
Fruit punch kind of thing. It's wassail.
There's
Get an apple and
I'm getting the orange and vanilla is in there, but it's very light.
yeah,
I thought it was gonna slap me around a little bit, but it's very light.
yeah. Ooh, take your damn hands off her.
Pretty much. Refrigerator needs to quiet down a little bit there. There it is. Oh, there's still a nice little tart in there too.
There's a tart in there. There's something in there that initially to me is a little, not halfway.
It's almost more like a lemon orange or something like that. There's like another citrus in there too with the orange. That's
to me, there's a
interesting.
spice of some sort in there. Not cardamom, not cinnamon. One of those kinds of spices, though. Something in that.
Interesting.
Not anise.
Is it pumpkin spice dreamsicle?
Almost.
It's in those like that kind of vein of like the pumpkin pie, like
more baking spices, kind of.
I don't know if I would have gotten that without you saying it. Now that I drink it and you keep mentioning it, I'm like, yeah, there's a little something in there. I don't know what though.
Yeah, it's not quite clovey, but it's in that.
This could be colder too. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it could be. I bought it at a little after 10, and it was refrigerated.
Not
After
in the
that,
freezer? You didn't put it in the freezer?
no.
You got to put it in the freezer. 45 minutes, that baby would have been
We
cold.
want to get all of the flavors.
I didn't say I wanted it to be ice cold, but it could have been a little cold.
Doom, 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 doom,
Yeah,
doom.
exactly. Well, it had
Clove?
4
hours in
Do you
the
think it's clove?
Well, that's what I was looking at Planty's comment there. It's like it's a homogeneous.
It wants to be clove, but
it's an
not
amalgam.
clove.
It's an amalgam.
It is an
of these
amalgam.
flavors. We were talking about
Movie Parenthood?
yes. We were talking about movies last week, and Parenthood came up, and I was trying to. Maybe you have that? Do you have that?
I'd have to look. Probably next to Sideways.
Okay, good. Because it's not on any, at least for free, any of the streaming services I have.
Oh, really?
So I
Did you do the search, like where then it'll tell you all the services?
Yeah,
it's on?
yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And I was like, because I thought, I want to see, I haven't watched that movie in years, but I've watched it numerous times.
That's so good.
And I always loved it. Because there's so much good. And I was telling people about, our favorite scene.
She's sitting in the neighbor's car.
Well, that's great. that's one of them.
Things. She's so smart. I think she's amazing. Like Mary Steve Burge is so good. And then
She's
she just
so
walks out and
insightful,
he's like, if she's so smart, why is she sitting in the neighbor's car?
And he kind of pauses before he says, car.
Yeah.
But the
so good.
Friends Slow Down.
They even stop.
Oh,
it's the best.
God. When he comes rolling out. It's Friends just dropped me off. Friends
slow down. They even stop. Jason Robards.
Yeah. Such a great cast in that too.
Did you say cool?
Cool. Keanu Reeves, Diane Wiest, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, there's a lot
Steve
of quotable
Martin,
things
Mary
in there.
Steenburgen. Yeah, there's so many.
Was that
that's
Ron
so
Howard
good.
directed? No.
I don't
think that's
so.
right.
No, I don't know who did direct that, but God, it was so. But yeah, I was like, I want to watch that again and see. But yeah, the whole what do you mean? I'm an amalgam of all your childhood memories.
Parenthood TV series? No, Parenthood movie.
Yeah, there was a TV series.
Really? Oh, was it kind of based on that a little bit?
I think, but I'm not sure.
1989.
Yeah, I know. Same year as.
Oh, I forgot Joaquin Phoenix was in that.
Yep,
that's right. Because he just wanted. Yeah, because he just had porn.
That is one messed up little dude.
I told him that's what little dudes do.
That's what little dudes do.
Rick Moranis is good. Diane Wiest is really. Yeah, they're all just really good in that movie.
I told him that's what little dudes do.
He smiled. I didn't even know he had teeth.
Tom Hulse.
It was Ron Howard. No.
Oh, was it?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I was correct.
All right, good. All right.
I thought maybe.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
Yeah.
All right. I did not realize that. That's great. All right, Ron. Attempting to dazzle Dave.
I've started listening to, because there's only a few episodes out. Have you listened to Amy Poehler's new podcast?
I have not, but I would be willing to.
It is excellent.
Okay.
It's just right.
Okay. All right.
It's just the right amount of all the like. There's only 3 episodes out. She's got Rashida Jones, who I absolutely adore. She has Tina Fey, who I also adore.
Oh yeah.
And then she had who else was on there? Oh, Martin Short. Oh my God.
Okay.
It was just great. It's just a great balance of like people being a little bit funny but then, just two friends. It's very much like everyone she's had on there so far. Like they're maybe Martin Short a little bit more adjacent, but the first two, obviously both of them, very much longtime friends. Yeah. Well, her and Tina Fey are like touring, which I thought would be actually.
I would love to go see that actually.
So I was actually looking. Is that
the Restless Legs tour?
In?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we should. Yeah,
we've talked about that.
We should talk about that. If you guys want, because I saw they're gonna be up in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So if that works out, we should look at that. Okay. I think that would be kind of fun.
Well, I would definitely like. Pock and I have talked about that.
Okay, all right.
So the Restless Legs tour. But
like I said, so there's really good. What I like the best is because I like other podcasts, like some of the big ones, like Jesse Tyler Ferguson's, Dinner with all that kind of stuff. That would be a great show. Would be a great show. It is a great show. I hope it is. Like I said, I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it's like, okay, if it's the two
I think it's
of you,
like a Steve Martin and Martin Short thing.
Okay, what is that? I don't even know.
What that is. You ever? Okay, see, they tour together, and
right?
They do
but what
like
is
this little? You can watch one on Netflix.
Oh, do they have one?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, damn.
It's from several years ago, actually, but it's just kind of like a comedy bit where they play off of each other and have little things and insightful things on life, and then laugh, and then it's just
it's not like they're like we get Tina Fey doing stand up for an hour and then okay, I was gonna say that can
it's like some dialogue and some stuff, and then it's like maybe one of them doing one thing, and then if you look up that on Netflix. In fact, I listened to Tina Fey on a podcast. I think it was Willie Geist podcast, and she said that they actually got the idea from Steve Martin and I mean, Tina Fey, like pretty much man crush on Steve Martin. Like there was a lot of things to Steve Martin, so I'm not surprised. Oh yeah,
Tina Fey, huge fan. Yeah, they're huge friends.
Yeah,
very much the old style comedy duo type show. Okay, all right. Well, I'll need to look up that. But yeah, like I said, they're just really good. But what I like about them compared to, like I said, some of those other ones I just described, is for me the way I consume podcasts is usually like I'm getting some stuff down around the house. I'm putting that in. I'm getting work done, like whatever
Right.
else. So continuously having to go in to fumble in my pocket because they're going into another ad every 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially with the Jesse Tyler Ferguson one, as much as I love his podcast,
Yeah.
it seems like every 20 minutes of his 45-minute podcast, he does something at the beginning that I'm
Right.
like kind of listening, and then I know I have to skip through some stuff after
Yep.
5 minutes, and then you get 10 or 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden I've got to skip it. Okay, and and I don't mind, like, so you got to make your money. Like, I get it. We have ads on YouTube. Like, I get it. Like, I understand how it works, but it's just very frustrating as a listener, especially with those, that's like, I'm not getting a ton of content. And you're already going to like this other like little commercial or whatever. Amy Poehler, she sets up a couple things. Whatever guest she has on, she actually does a quick Zoom call before that guest recording happens with two people that know that person and that she's also probably friends with. Like when Rashida Jones was on there from Parks and Rec, she had on God, who was it? Oh, she had on Rhonda, I think, and then and who else? God, who did she have on there? Anyway, she has on two people that know that person. She talks to them for a little bit, so this is kind of funny back and forth with all of them on a Zoom call, and then she's like, "Well, this is who I'm having on my show. What question would you like me to ask her?" And then the two of them, like, they kind of ask a question or whatever. So you've got that little piece, which is like maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Then she's got like an ad break on either side of those. When she actually does the interview with the person for 40, 45 minutes, nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's literally just the entire show. And then she kind of front loads everything.
Okay.
Which I very much appreciate. Like when I was listening to
that
today, it was like, yeah, it was great. It's called a good hang, hang, I think is what it's called, or something like that. But yeah, she's only had 3 episodes so far. But yeah, they really enjoy it. Like I said, again, if you like Amy Poehler, which I do, I think she's awesome.
Well, I listened to her on the Armchair Expert podcast, the one with Dak Shepard, and she was talking about how she's been really into, and like she's got like 1 or 2 other podcasts she does too, and one's like a true crime.
Amy Poehler?
Yeah. She's like, I have like 3 podcasts going on right now.
She just talked about, she was like, I think one of her opening things is she's like, well, like usual, I'm 5 to 6 years late to a trend, so I'm starting a podcast.
So she's
so now she's really starting a podcast.
Yeah. So. But no, that was
a
good.
true crime one with her. I would listen to that.
I thought there was something, because she's like, oh, I love murder mysteries and I love the real, So yeah, there was something about that as well in there. But no, I would definitely, I enjoyed her. I just like, especially people that I like, but I'll listen to anybody to some extent, and just to hear, how it normalizes sometimes maybe the things you're going through. Wow, this person that makes all this money is this famous and this popular. They have these questions and insecurities too. It's like, how is that possible? But
that was really cool about the Rashida Jones one. She talked, like I said, it's a lot to get into, but yeah, she kind of had some of that stuff too, because obviously, Quincy Jones and all that stuff. Like, how do you try and live up to, like, no, you can't, but like, how do you still separate yourself almost from that in a way where it's like, you create these expectations that are almost impossible to set to because of who your dad was and who they were, and they never asked you to be any of those things, but you still just. All the things that we internalize up here that just ruin us to some extent, like that we all have, like that. Meebo, how's it going? So which beer are you guys talking about this time? No beers tonight. No beers on the docket. There is a list. I put it up there with the beverage command in chat. Those are all the things we're having. We just finished up both of the ciders, which were both good.
Yeah.
I think the first one I probably would not get again, just because it's kind of similar to a lot of other ciders. So it's not like I need to have one of those on hand. It was still good though if you've never had anything from Coronado. Like I said, that cider was good. I like this one. I would probably like a touch more, but I also see where if you did too much, like it could be almost too like I don't know what they're making this out of. Like, did they actually? I should look more at I've got the website here. I should look. What did they actually use? Are there ingredients? I don't know if they have the ingredient. I don't know if I see the ingredients on there.
Might be. There's just something in. There's a note in here that makes this probably not for me.
And so
don't
spices.
know exactly what it is. Yeah.
Pear syrup. Coriander. I'm just kidding. Apples.
Coriander.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't really see.
There's something that just the way those things put together. Yeah, colder it probably would be. I would like it better, but
I was hoping for a little more. Like I may have set the expectations a little too high, but like I said, Schilling has really knocked it out of the park with the other stuff that we've had.
That's probably my least favorite of what we had.
I would probably agree. I did like it.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because this one, before we had either of these, I was almost going to message you and say, just bring me over another couple. I'm sure that's going to be delicious. And I'm glad I didn't.
That's good.
Because probably try one of the other ones. How's the day going for you guys? It's going well. It's going good. It's warm here, unfortunately, in southern Arizona. That's what we're dealing with.
Got Major League Baseball starting. Like I said, we got the U of A playing tonight.
That's right.
It's against Duke, not necessarily.
Boy, it'd be great if we could win that one, though.
That would be crazy.
Anything else, I wouldn't care after that. As long as Duke is out of the tournament, I don't like that. Makes me pretty happy.
Yeah,
I'm sure it does actually for a lot of people usually too. All right, we're going to take a little break here. And I wanted to, not that we have to spend a long time trying the liqueur, but I didn't want to have to taste that and have our drink sitting, everything else. So I thought we just kind of go grab that quick, come back. We can taste that, sample it, and then we'll go make the beverage after that.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Okay.
So for the kind of third beverage, not really, because we're just kind of wanting to sip it because we've never had it before, is this right here. This is called Licor 43.
Why do they call it Licor 43?
I think because there's 43 different ingredients in there.
How can there be 43 ingredients in this one bottle?
It seems like a waste. We used to like not going over 4 different things when we worked at Arbuckle. Like I said, so I'm glad we were never asked to make a 43 coffee blend. Yeah. That would have sucked ass. That would have sucked real
43.
bad. That would have been real bad.
I'm 43 and you can't catch me. You wait and see.
Can't catch me. But yeah, it is kind of, like I said, I've been seeing it for a little while. It is in a lot of different cocktails, like I said, specifically the Carajillo. Like when we did the espresso martini, this one kind of kept coming up. There's a lot of different variations on this. I've seen even people make this cocktail that we're going to make at the end. They've used vodka, like probably just to kick up the alcohol a little bit in there. I think that's always a waste and stupidity.
Oh yeah.
So we are making a different version of it, which again, you can find the link there to the recipe from someone that I've been watching. I believe they are a bartender as well. But like I said, he makes a lot of really, really cool videos, like good camera work, good information. Like I said, good
I hope he's a bartender.
History, which I like. Yeah,
he's mixing the drinks.
It's true.
Maybe
well, just because you make a drink doesn't mean you're a bartender.
That's true.
That's true. Like I said, there is a professionalism to that as well.
Absolutely.
But anyway, like I said, I'd seen his recipe some time back, and I was like, we need to get this, because I kept seeing it in a few other things, which I'll have to find those recipes now too. But it was a couple things where I was like, I keep seeing this. We need to get this. We need to get it. And so finally we got it last week and had it. So we're going to try that along with making the cocktail as well. So we're going to take just a little break, grab those glasses so we can at least try this, and then we will make the cocktail. So does that sound like good? Should we make the cocktail and then try the ingredient? How does that work?
No, not that way.
Okay. Not that way at all. All right. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Quick little interlude.
It may have been a 43-second break for 43.
I don't know.
Who knows?
You're probably gone a little longer.
A little longer. Maybe a minute 43. Who knows?
It might have been. So yeah, let's just go ahead. I have not opened this at all. How do I even open this? Is this a screw top? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, pieces are just falling off.
Well,
felt like an eternity.
Just like to sit by the fire with a snifter of Licor 43.
I poured you too much of that. We can use that in the cocktail. Kind of couldn't tell how that was pouring.
Yeah.
Secret Spanish family recipe of Mediterranean citrus fruits infused with selected botanicals. 31% alcohol.
Okay.
So a little bit more than I thought. I would have thought this would usually been in like the 20s or something. Carefully selected ingredients, including Mediterranean citrus fruits, botanicals. Enjoy its versatility, discovering our extensive array of recipes. Okay. And they do have a bunch of recipes at their website that we have linked right there. Go Cubs, go! Megan Fox wants me. How's it going? Hell yeah, go Cubs, go!
Go Cubs, go!
Oh, definitely vanilla.
Yeah. Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol,
smoke.
vanilla.
A little something witty or something?
Maybe you're just excited for the
Saline,
drink.
maybe?
Oh, wow. Is it scotch all of a sudden?
Something. Well, I am almost getting
Is
a little
it a
something.
vanilla scotch?
Well, it's...
What's going on here?
There's something... It smells like... Did you ever have a cap gun? And you shoot the cap. It smells like that kind of...
The sulfur.
That's... Yeah, almost.
But it'll always be me on Nord. Okay. Yeah, a lot of, there's some herbaceousness in there. It's the vanilla, kind of alcohol kind of hits, and then some herbaceousness in too. Maybe a little sea spray kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I really had no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But this is what you have to do when you are going to make a cocktail of something with an ingredient you've never had. You want to try it. That's very vanilla.
It's like, yeah, almost cotton candy-y.
It is very almost cotton candy. Like that is 100%. I understand why now the one version we're doing, he said to cut down the sweetness because it can be a little sweet.
Yeah.
He's thrown in tequila, so that's the version we're doing.
Alrighty.
Can you see that now?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you did like an ounce of this and an ounce and a half of espresso,
It'd be kind of good, actually. But I can see
Be
wanting to
pretty
cut
sweet,
it.
though.
It would be.
that'd be pretty sweet.
But
I also would like a little more alcohol in my beverage. I also thought if you wanted to, I should preemptively talk about, you could probably even cut some of the espresso that you put in there with that Mr. Black coffee liqueur. If you really wanted to add all the alcohol, you could.
true.
These are the options we have now.
The bar is growing. Your bar.
The
You've
bar-
set the bar higher.
The
bar is
About Beverages
growing.
bar
That's
is
right.
growing.
Liquor 43 and you.
I know. I definitely can't see, like some liqueurs, like you can drink over, like maybe you could drink this over. It would not be for me just because the alcohol kind of really comes through. But I mean, I like the flavor overall, but the flavor to me is getting excited about what I'm going to do with it in a cocktail as opposed to something on its own. If that
Like the
makes sense.
Saint Germain, I think we both liked that on its own.
I almost could have sipped that. Could sip that on its own.
Because there's a little more complexity. To me, this is very, even though there's 43 things in it, it's
Amazing.
very one note.
Because the botanicals that are in there, it's not like a lot stands out.
Right.
That is just also kind of the word of the day, apparently, is amalgam. It's like all of those things kind of bunched together, which is usually what you do with your herbs.
Word of the day?
The word-
Amalgam.
Amalgam, exactly.
Okay.
So this would be mid shelf in the bevy bar. This would be mixer, like, or not mixer. This would be like your
Component.
a component.
In
Yeah,
cocktail component.
exactly. Its legendary origins to its latest innovation, a complete range of premium liqueurs sparked with a distinctive Spanish twist. Oh, they make a creme brulee version of this too.
Not that it's complex, but the aroma is more complex than the taste. There's a little something else at least
I would agree.
in there. When taste-wise, it's just like, French vanilla cotton candy.
Yeah, the taste. Yeah, French
All right,
vanilla.
so now
cotton
I
candy.
understand, why you might need to cut the sweet part. So like you said before.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Go Cubs, go.
Hey Chicago, Woody. I should have made this so that we could actually watch the video because it's not that long.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can do that though. Can I do that? Can I do that without everybody seeing like
Are you going
everything
to
that I
get
look
struck?
at? No, it wouldn't be anything like that.
Did you have to edit that last thing out with the Fraser?
I think because we talked over it a little bit, it didn't pop up, which
Oh, good.
I was surprised by
Okay.
because I totally forgot about
If it
doing
ever pops up, we
Upload
just
the
have to
video.
start talking.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely probably like it we confused it. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Aha.
Possible. It's very possible. I don't know if I can I
Me
do that?
feel English.
Oh, I might. Well, where is
That's
that?
impossible.
I might I have a Chrome tab here. Can I pick? Oh, wow, that's
Large Chrome tab you have there.
probably this one. What does it show if I put? Okay, it's just okay. So let's try to figure out where the. All right, we're just gonna adjust it on the fly here because we'll watch this video quick and then we'll go.
Is this the cocktail or is this the
This is the
Liquor
guy
43?
this is the guy making the cocktail.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is the guy making the cocktail.
Anticipation builds.
I know the anticipation. Probably too much, honestly.
Lightning crashes.
Oh, my feeling.
Coming back again.
There we go. Right there. Cover
The
up our stuff
confusion sets in.
Oh, I gotta unmute him.
The Carajillo.
Okay.
Listen, once you try
This guy's.
do you want to know
Oh my gosh, settle down. I'm trying to make sure you got your volume up.
Can't wait to be on our show.
He cannot wait. Let me just turn up the
what
volume.
coffee drink is better than the espresso martini?
Good enough. All right.
Do you want to know what coffee drink is better than the espresso martini? The Carajillo. Listen,
Oh.
once you try this, you may never go back.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's ASMR.
I know. It's a little
Now, this
bit.
cocktail is a Spanish drink popularized in Mexico and consists of two ingredients, fresh espresso and Liquor 43. Now, Liquor 43 is a must in this cocktail because it lends flavors of vanilla, cinnamon, and other spices here. However, because this cocktail can lean on the sweeter side, I like to cut that sweetness with a little tequila reposado, so 1 ounce of each.
1 ounce of each.
Now here's the best part. Cut up a fresh orange.
Don't have any orange, so I feel bad about this.
Follow that with espresso and an orange peel, and also drop that into the tin. I'm telling you, coffee and orange make the most insane flavor combination.
Damn it, man.
I would have brought you an
Now,
orange.
pro tip, if you want a fluffy
I think we're going to
cocktail
try and do
every
this
single
too.
time, discard the ice and dry shake without ice. Just like that.
I think I need to get one of those Boston shakers. Look at that. Look how frothy and delicious that looks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm going to grate a little fresh cinnamon over the top here.
I don't have that either.
Ooh, and there you have it. Let me give it a taste. Oh my god. That's it. Cinnamon, orange, tequila, espresso. No, but in all seriousness, go make this. Go make this right now.
I will go make it right now.
We're going to go make that.
We're going to go make that right now.
Although he said
That's a
cinnamon
great-
orange, we're not going to get any of that. We'll get the
not.
tequila espresso
I
and the
do
liquor
probably
43.
have cinnamon powder if you want me to dust a little bit of that on top.
Yeah, without the orange, it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
I'm
so
just
bitter.
kidding. No, next time I'll bring an orange.
Oh, man. Well, maybe we'll have to make one next week with Mr. Black Coffee Liqueur.
But you
on top
said
of it.
so bitter.
I did. You were
Orange
bitter.
bitters. Maybe after we make the original.
Do you think that's enough of the aromatic to add into there? It's interesting.
I don't
Zoidberg, how's it
know.
going? Good to see you. I know.
don't know.
Yeah, I really like this guy. Like I said, definitely go follow him. Like I said, if you're on TikTok, like I said, he does great stuff.
If you need somebody to, maybe relax you and put you to sleep.
And with that, we'll be taking a 20-minute store run.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Who was that? His name is Drifter's Joint. That sounds.
He's
personal.
also an ASMR.
It seems like a little bit of an ASMR
my
bartender, but yeah, look him up on
love
TikTok.
this.
Like I said, his recipes are fantastic. I like that he kind of talks about in a very, very quick, like he talks about why he's doing what he's doing. One of the cocktails that we'll make at some point that is like the Hemingway kind of style daiquiri. He goes into a little bit of the history of the different daiquiris and why they are the way they are. Like, so but it's not like, again, sometimes you'll find, and I like those content creators too, but sometimes like, okay, it's a 10-minute video. Going a little bit too much. Like I said, he finds like, okay, here's all the quick beats of things. Now I make the drink. And again, yeah, like I also do like a little bit
I like
of
the one
ASMR.
guy that
I'm not going to lie about
that
it.
you're like, that's good.
Oh, I like it. He actually had one of these. It's literally says Drifter. I'm looking at it now. I had never actually looked at what his name was, but it says, right? It says Drifter's Joint.
Yeah.
Drifter's Joint. Yeah. So follow him on TikTok. He's fantastic. Again, the link is right there. Like I said, !beverage command in chat. The very last link there for the Carajillo. If that'll take you right to his TikTok. Like I said, definitely give him a follow because he is super, super cool. Definitely have looked at a lot of recipes from him. Let's take that away. Let's now take another quick break. We're going to go away and actually, we can see.
And as he just said, go make this drink.
He said to go make it, so we're going to go make this.
We have to.
In some form here. Gemini kicked their coverage today a little
AI
bit.
did it again?
That one's actually pretty good. This only took me 2 tries.
Okay.
So I don't know if this one was just a little more familiar to Gemini or whatever, but this, I was like, oh, that's it.
It's one of Gemini's favorites.
It is. It's one of Gemini's.
Gemini said, Andrew, I love a good Carajillo. I know just what you need.
I know exactly what you need.
I don't
Gemini
often drink
has an
Carajillos,
accent at the end of the Gemini.
but when I do, I drink them with tequila. Yes.
Exactly. I know. Just another Destiny connection. I can't believe that. I had not actually noticed what his username was. So that's very cool. Anyway, all right. We'll be right back. We're going to go make a cocktail and then we're going to come hopefully talk about how delicious it is. Be right back. We are back. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I appreciate it. We've got cocktails on the table. I was about to say in hand, but we don't actually have them in our hands. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I don't know if it quite looked like this when I finished that, or it's quite as delicious, but it did froth up a little bit, and then now it's kind of settled down. Maybe a little. Maybe the orange. Do you think citrus would help hold?
I don't know.
Foam a
The
little
oils,
bit? I'm not
maybe?
sure. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Not sure. Who knows?
The cool thing about this cocktail is you and I both had interest in this separately. Because I think I had told you, I read about this cocktail.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then you're like, wait, you mean the Carajillo? And I was like, yeah, that's it.
That is kind of cool.
We both came to,
And then I was like, I want to make one that has tequila in it. But I have seen many, like, this is not just like I said, I don't know if this one has a specific name or if it's one of those things like an old fashioned that is taken out. Like I've been saving a ton of different old fashioned recipes because there's been all these different things where it's like make a cherry lime old fashioned, make all these kinds of syrups usually is what you have to add to the whiskey, unfortunately. So a little bit of extra work there, but Yeah, the other guy that we like following, at least on TikTok, that not just a bartender that we've done stuff from him on. I found his Carajillo recipe, and it also had tequila in it. So that seems to be sometimes they adjust. Like this one is equal parts. We did an ounce of espresso. I did an ounce of tequila and an ounce of the Licor 43. Some of the other ones have an ounce and a half of espresso. So maybe it depends on how strong your coffee is, or just again where you want to make. And with any beverage, try the original recipe for the most part, and then
Modify
like when we taste this, we may be like, oh, I'd like a little more of that, or maybe this isn't, all those kinds of factors. Like I said, you can tweak it. There's not, it's a guide.
What coffee did you use?
Sumatra French.
Sumatra French, always a favorite.
That was what I had some left of. I do have some Sidamo on order though.
Oh,
That was what I went with for.
Oh, and I heard that our coffee supply is in.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I went with the ridiculously tall ice cube because it was the extra one that was in there. I gave Keith the normal size cube.
Definitely coffee.
Coffee?
Definitely sweet.
But see, now coffee into the vanilla.
Yep.
A little bit of the other like botanical stuff.
Yep.
I don't know if I can get any tequila in the aroma. I used a reposado. I used the El Tequileno, which I like a ton. Additive free, 100% agave. Really good price. It's usually around $26, $27 for the bottle for that one. But we did just learn something interesting when we
within
were
the last few weeks. Yeah, I've learned that the Trader Joe's tequilas, so the private label, are additive free. So
there you go.
Yeah,
something always to look for whenever you can do it. What's the verdict? I don't know yet. We haven't even taken a drink.
Forthcoming.
You're back here at just the perfect time.
Effing delicious.
That is, oh my God, that is good. Holy shit. That is delicious.
Wow.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, that is great. Oh. Holy moly.
Was the beverage cold when you met? The coffee Zoidberg was cold when we mixed it, because I had made it earlier in the day, like I said, to make sure that it was cold. So I had actually put it in the refrigerator. So that was cold. The other two ingredients were room temperature. So you shake both. So what I did was exactly what he said in the video. Shake all of those ingredients over ice. Like I said, we did an ounce of each. Shake those over ice, and then I strained out the ice, or I should say, I strained the drink off of the ice, and then I did a dry shake, which then kind of did make it a little frothy initially. Mine seemed to go away a little quicker than his. Like I'm not sure how he.
I didn't realize he poured it over ice.
Yeah, I didn't either. But then when he actually did when I saw the pour in the video, it seemed like it was there. Anyway, what is the other ingredient when not using tequila? Is nothing. So normally when you look at this recipe, Mills, like I said, you'll see it usually as they make a big deal, a two drink, whatever, 2 ingredient drink or whatever else.
Equal parts.
And so it's usually equal parts. Sometimes you'll see espresso a little bit more. Some recipes I saw 1.5 ounces and 1 ounce of the Licor 43. But like I said, this gentleman, like I said, Drifter's Joint that I was talking about, he was like, I think that drink gets a little sweet. So he does equal parts and he adds in tequila, a reposado. So that was what I went and grabbed. And yeah, that's amazing.
I don't think I would need the cinnamon and the orange in there, but that would add another layer. I love oranges, but I'm not. There's some things I'm not a fan. Like I'm not a big chocolate and orange guy. I know a lot of people like that flavor combination. No, I know. I don't like that combination very much, but it's very popular. A lot of people do. It's just not for me. So coffee and orange, I'm not 100% sure. But I would be more than willing to try it because this is very good. I am very happy with this, though. I would not need anything else.
Yeah, I don't think so either. One more on the list to make for me. It is another one on the list for sure.
I wonder if we could get one of those when we go out Saturday.
I don't know what
Excuse me. Do you make a Carajillo?
But it must be with tequila.
With reposado, please.
Reposado.
Yes.
Can you send me exactly how you made it on this? Oh, yeah, I definitely will. Did the dry pour on my normal thing and got that much? It really makes it dry pour. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we so again, did the cold shake first. And then, like I said, again, strained it. I unfortunately don't have the cool Boston shaker like he does. So I had to strain normal way I make it. Yeah. Like I said, so I had to strain it off into another mixer and then I shook that dry, and that definitely does give it a like kind of frothy, foamy look. Again, mine did not, like I said, I did not have the stamina that our drink maker did here. It was not quite the staying power. I'm not sure why. I don't know if the orange peel or something else adds to it, but it doesn't matter. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you for showing me this. I'm trying to play Elden Ring and all I can think about is that drink. And you can't pause that game either. Well, when you get to a place where you can hide, if you have these ingredients, like I said, again, it's espresso, Licor 43. And like I said, again, I honestly think Reposado tequila, like I said, you get that in the taste. You 100% need that. Like I think that's what makes it. It adds the layer that I need.
I think
because if it was just the coffee and the sweet, I'd be like, this is good, but it's not like.
I think it's more that it pulls those other flavors back, and yes, it does add. For me, it adds a little bit. It doesn't add a lot, but it definitely kind of mutes and then adds.
The tequila I get on the tequila I get kind of on the finish. Like I said, like the back like third is when all of a sudden that hits in where you get a little bit of oaky, a little bit of like I said those kind of agave flavors. I think that is an amazing note to add in there. Like
yeah,
it's so,
you're
so
right.
good.
It is at the end. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, you get the sweet and the coffee. You're like, ooh, this is delicious, and then it's like, it's that. Like, it's really good. Be very interested to try this with a cold brew. A cold brew would probably work pretty good.
Would work. Yep.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. Like I said, I didn't have time. I didn't do it. Like I said, I have a little stovetop espresso machine that works pretty well. It makes a very strong cup of coffee. It's still not quite an espresso as someone like us that makes. We were in.
Yeah,
that market for a very long time, like I said. So it's definitely not the same. It makes it closer. I just did a very strong French press today. I ground everything a little finer and just made it. And that still tastes, and that still tastes, like I said, really good in here. But the stronger you can get the coffee, probably a little bit the better, or you can use less of it. That might be the thing you might need to adjust. But 100% a cold brew would probably totally work.
Delicious
for sure.
And really so good as always. There was something we're unfamiliar with. There's no way we would not try that before. Well, not no way. I can't think of a way that we wouldn't try it before making this.
Of which one? Oh,
the Liquor 43.
Right. Yeah.
Because we'd be like, I think must be the Liquor 43. But now that we've had that, so we know exactly what that brought to this cocktail party.
Have to play around with the shot of espresso I use. Yeah, like I said, depending on. Probably make a really strong single shot. Yes, I would, because it's going to get a little bit watered down by the shake, like I said, by the ice and stuff too. But yeah, as strong as you can make that. But even like I said, at the level I did it, you're obviously going to get a stronger coffee out of doing what you're doing. But even with I did, I think the coffee amount is
it's
good.
Perfect. It leads with that on the nose and also on the taste.
Yeah,
but then everything is there.
Shots I make are usually a double shot. Yeah, you only need an ounce, like I said. So it's equal parts. So however much you use. So it's an ounce of espresso, an ounce of coffee or espresso, an ounce of the Liquor 43, and an ounce of Reposado tequila. I don't think a Blanco tequila would work in this. Like I said, I think at least a Reposado or it. I toyed with, like, I have some Añejo tequila, and I toyed with using that today. I was like, no, let me make what he said. Yeah. So I went and got that because
I think.
I think it would. That might that would probably bring even a little more oak and a little more wood to the table. So it just kind of depends on if you want that. I think the balance here is perfect. So I think the Reposado is the way to go.
Most favorite and least favorite.
Well, this is 100% my most favorite. That's easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this Carajillo that we just made is 100% delicious. Least favorite, I didn't not like the guava hard cider. Well, actually, the Liquor 43 on its own is probably my least favorite drink.
I guess if you technically,
because I'm not going to probably drink that on its own.
Yeah,
as we separate, like it's amazing in this drink. I can't wait to use it in other cocktails.
Right.
I would not sip it on its own. So on its own, that would probably be my least favorite thing. Of things that are like actual beverages, it'd probably be it actually might be the Dreamsicle.
Yeah, that was
which is a bummer because I thought that was going to be my favorite.
Yeah. There's just something about it.
I didn't quite, it wasn't as bad, but the guava, at least from Coronado Brewing, was just good, refreshing, good hard cider.
Yeah. So. If those two things were in the cooler, I would pick the guava.
Yeah.
From Coronado as opposed to the Schilling. So the Schilling is my least. We agree on that.
Yeah.
Surprise, we agree on the beverages. It's more noteworthy when we don't agree on something. But
oh my God, it's so good. I love the tequila note coming in there at the end.
Yeah,
it is.
Good. It really is.
Oh, I didn't. I honestly forgot to look at that Berserker. I'm sorry. I will definitely take a look at that. I totally forgot. Honest to goodness. I'll actually I'll make a note as well because I need to get that changed because if that's not accurate, not that.
Wow.
Like I said, since people do look at that.
I'd like that. I think I'd like that in my thermos for work tomorrow morning, please. That is so good. It's just my coffee. I'm just drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
Come on.
Whoops, that's not how you spell that. It's amazing how
anybody want a peanut?
I made a note so I'll remember to do that. I totally lost my train of thought.
It's because of the drink.
Yeah, it might be. Daylight savings, Arizona's like, what is that? Yeah, I know. We don't pay attention to that. 4:44, but the schedule says live at 5:30, so probably just an hour ahead. That's probably what it is. I mean, we went live at
3:30 our time.
We went live at 3:30 our time.
Mountain or Pacific right now.
Yeah, which is now Pacific with you. Like I said, so it should be this. It should be the same as yours. Okay, I'll definitely take a look at that though.
Wasn't somebody coming to Arizona for the Renaissance Festival?
Oh, that was a Crocodile.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, he popped in chat the other day just to say hi as he was doing. He said the first weekend was good of their cause I think it was
good.
Last weekend they were actually playing at the festival, and they're also this weekend too. So they're doing like the last 2 weekends because the Renaissance Festival runs this week.
Playing, what does that mean? Playing
music.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, he's got some videos actually in Discord. I don't know if some of them are from the Renaissance Festival, but he actually put videos up in Discord of there's like a like Charles Dickens like festival where people like dress up as like in those and they play and like he's played at that before, and that's like an event that it's really cool. Super glad this drink was worth all the hype. Haven't made it yet. So yes, you 100%. I think you will really like this Berserker. I think you will like this.
Read this when I was reading about this and saw the recipe. I was just excited.
Where did you see the recipe?
Well, you know.
Was it Imbibe?
It was.
Oh my God, they're stealing stuff from Drifter's joint.
But because it was two things, I thought that was cool, and it was coffee and this Liquor 43. But then, I definitely think you need to add that part of tequila in there. At least a reposado. I think it could handle an añejo.
Now here's the question. I think it could maybe handle an añejo. Like I said, it just depends on if you want more of that. I am like happy with that balance, but I would definitely try that.
Yeah,
just as an experiment.
And then the cinnamon and the orange. Okay, here's the question.
Probably need to get tequila now. I have the other two things already. You can try it without.
Try it the other way.
I'm sure you'll probably even like it without. Like I said, for me, like I said, that reposado tequila, which I like, just adds, and it's not overpowering at all. It just adds this nice little depth. Like I said, that little bit of adds kind of to the the vegetal note that's in there, the botanicals, and then adds a little bit of that wood.
I might go, try it the way it's is seen often, which is equal. But if you don't have the tequila, I almost might go maybe 2-to-1 or 1.5-to-1, something like that. I think you just need to lean a little more into the coffee because that vanilla comes.
That's usually what I've seen is 1 to 1.5.
Okay.
You have a reposado?
What was the question?
You can just make it.
You said, now here's the question.
Oh, what was the question?
I don't know. You said,
damn it, what was I talking about?
I don't know. Rewind.
Rewind. Here's the question. What would I have been
Here's the
asking?
question. We have a reposado.
God, what were we talking about?
I found a hair.
I found a reposado. What was I saying? That's twice now. This isn't good. This is.
I keep going back. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there, but I keep going.
No, you said you would have put the añejo, or you would try the añejo in there.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I guess I don't think this is actually it. But the question would be then: would you take out any of the even if you split the coffee in this down a little bit or took it out? Would you put in some of the Mr. Coffee Black and add in that coffee liqueur?
I think you know what, this, at least what we've had here,
make another and then come back for a double feature episode.
I think that there's I don't think you can go wrong, really. I think you might like one more than the other, but I don't, at least what we've talked about, unless you went really crazy, I don't think you're going to turn this into a bad tasting drink. You might say, I prefer with the cinnamon, the orange. I prefer it without or with the tequila. I like it with the Mr. Black. But I think at least from what I recall, I don't think this is going to be bad.
No, I wonder.
I'd probably maybe add the Mr. Black as an extra splash.
Yeah, I was going to say that was kind of what I was thinking. Because the coffee, I've got a little bit more in mind. Yeah, I would almost do the same recipe, and then you just add a quarter or a half ounce, just a little bit extra of that if you wanted to add that in there. If you wanted to up the coffee flavor with some more of that.
Yeah.
But it's just really good.
It is.
Could you not use tequila and make a Kentucky Carajillo? And
like a
bourbon or something in there?
I might go rye maybe instead of bourbon.
Go a little spice?
Go a little more spice.
Okay.
Instead of the sweet from, because you already have sweet and bourbon, depending on the bourbon used, unless it's higher proof.
Right.
maybe something hotter. But then, no, I'd probably go rye and add a little spice to it.
That could be interesting.
That would be fun. I wonder if there is.
Are you saying we should try another drink next week with some of these other
Carajillo?
things?
Yes.
Okay.
It's good. You're getting you're assembling the bar.
I know.
You're raising
have
the
these
bar,
options.
assembling the bar. Now we've got things. I actually, yeah, that might be good. Actually,
Okay, we could try that next week.
I guess you could even.
Which of those would you want to try?
Would you?
Would you want to try all of those?
Yeah. Let's try them all.
Yeah.
I'm staying the night.
We could do a Mr. Like
I'll
so
be
we could
here
do
all
one
night.
with Mr. Coffee. We could do one with
Or
like a
Mr.
rye.
Black.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee.
Black. I don't know why I keep calling it
Joe
that.
DiMaggio.
Yeah, it's Joe DiMaggio. Wait, what? No, that's the Sultan of SWAT. No, wait, that's
No,
Big
Joe
Bird.
DiMaggio sold Mr. Coffee machine.
Did he?
Yeah, but he's dead.
I
now.
didn't know that.
So he can't come.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was the whole. Yeah, he back in the like 70s and 80s. Yeah, he sold the. He
I
was
had
known
no
for selling
idea.
Mr. Coffee machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why he was the luckiest man on the field? Oh, wait, that's not him. That's not that guy. Or wait, no, that was Lou Gehrig.
Oh yeah, today.
That was Lou Gehrig. Yeah.
I consider myself the luckiest man.
Do you really
Yeah.
consider yourself?
Pretty awesome that he said that. He was a very quiet, humble person, and
Oh, but he really need to hear his voice echo, though. How humble is that? No, I'm just kidding. He's a fine fellow.
yeah.
Yeah, we could try that next week.
That might be fun. Maybe we'll kick that around, which would be the best bourbon to use. I don't think you want it to be, I think you want it to kind of fit in with the profile. I don't think you want it to be too hot.
No. No, you kind of
It can
want
add some
almost to do the
spiciness.
tequila thing, but add a little more, like you want it to be,
Yeah.
like you don't want it to be the...
The tequila equivalent of bourbon.
I'm trying to think of what rye I have. I'll have to look. It's a very pricey rye.
The Willet.
I have that. I have the Willet. I don't think
Probably
about
just like
anything
a bullet or something like that.
I
Probably
don't
fine.
have that, though.
Yeah.
I have to look at what I have in my
I
bar.
don't know if I have any rye either. Otherwise, I could just bring over a splash. Or the bottle.
Yeah, I was going to say, or you can bring the bottle.
Yeah, they're just sitting up there in my pantry, so I might as well. Yeah.
Set it in your
Just
hands
bring
for
them
some
over.
reason. Mel, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Good to see you. Hey.
Hey!
A little bit. If you add a bourbon, isn't it a take on the revolver, then so call it the Remington?
What is the revolver?
That's the one we had.
Oh, yeah.
That was the cocktail that we
That's
had.
right, we
'Cause it
talked about
that. That was
The Mr. Black, right?
The Mr. Black, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's basically almost an old fashioned, but you're using Mr. Black.
Oh,
in
okay,
there and
yeah,
some other,
yeah.
Like I said, yeah, I made one of those. I put the recipe back in Discord again because I made one of those this week, and Mills was like, "Damn it, you got me hooked on this." That's a good one, though. Oh, a Remington. That's not a bad idea. Call it a Remington.
The Remington Steel.
I was
Pierce Brosnan.
thinking steel. Yeah, call it a Pierce Brosnan. Be done.
Call it the Pierce.
I feel like that would be fun. We should do another. We
Yeah.
should do a riff on this cocktail next week. I
Okay.
think that's something that'd be kind of fun.
I'll look for something to open with.
Do you have any more ciders that we can have? I mean, we could make. we could make even two versions. Like, so we wanted to make one with a Mr. Black, and then we could make one with the something that we could do double down on that for our.
I think we might.
idea segment.
We're getting close. We're heading toward Easter. Easter's on 4/20. The high holiday. Maybe a wine would be appropriate as well. But I'll start looking for something to at least open with.
I love that Easter's on 4/20.
Isn't that funny?
It's so silly.
I know.
It's great.
Yes.
You put the grass you put with your Easter eggs is actually something you can smoke as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Exclamation point Sprecher. Damn
Ah,
right, Mill.
Sprecher,
Thank
there we
you
go.
for hitting the Sprecher right there. That is correct. We are actually now affiliates with Sprecher, which is super, super nice. We are partnered with them. Their stuff is absolutely amazing. We like them even before they reached out to us, which is always a nice thing.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
not like we were influenced in any way. Thanks to Frosty talking
We were
about
buying
it in
them
the chat.
at Ace Hardware.
Buying them at Ace Hardware, and they were
Absolutely.
absolutely delicious. We moved on from there. These youngins won't know what Remington Steel is. They probably won't, Sushi. That's true. That's true. It's good to see
I'm
you, Sushi.
surprised
How are
there's
you?
anyone out there besides maybe Baker who knows what Remington Steel is. But
Sushi's like, I know. Leave me alone. Don't live too far away from their factory. Actually, nice. Their stuff is great. I don't know if you could, I was actually wanting to reach out to our rep and say, like, can people walk into the brewery and say, I'd like to use code Bevy? I don't know if that works.
oh,
Heart to heart.
heart to heart.
Oh, heart to heart.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Robert
if I've heard-
Wagner and Stephanie Powers.
That's probably actually the
That's good.
pornographic movie
Yeah.
version is heart to heart.
Hard to hard.
Heart to heart.
Oh, that's a different.
That's
totally
not
different.
right. Heart to Heart.
Yeah, Heart to Heart was good too.
That was funny. That was very funny. Yeah, you definitely should go. Like I said, yeah, the stuff from Sprecher is fantastic. Like, I'd like to actually have some of their energy drinks that, like, I would definitely try that. But yeah, their sodas are just over the top. I'd like to try some of their beers at some point too. Hopefully we can get some of those. Remington Steel was a great show. See, look, people in chat.
All
there
right.
you go.
Yeah.
See? I remember the huge contract dispute over Steel and James Bond. See?
Wow.
See, look at you.
Was there a big thing?
Way underestimating our viewing audience.
I love it. Not I'm underestimating.
Go for
their
it.
age.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. I was thinking
we appeal to a much more mid-range demographic on
that's
Twitch.
good. I'm glad. All
like
right.
it too.
All right.
Oh man, Comp, thank you for the first-time chat there. The Remington Steel is a great show. It's true. I remember going to see that James Bond in the theater. Going to see
the first one,
Mr. Pierce Brosnan, Goldeneye, which was sung by. Wait, don't say it. Tina Turner.
Okay. That's what I was going to guess.
Oh, you were going to guess?
I was.
Goldeneye.
Where's Sean Miller? Isn't he the bad guy in that too?
Pierce Brosnan?
No, Bean. James.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's also Sean Miller.
Even better game on N64. Agreed, Comp. Agreed. 100%. Where they got saddled with Dalton. Oh, yeah. I saw the very first Timothy Dalton movie in the theater with our brother.
I saw that.
At the Buena Vista.
Theater, actually.
Buena Vista.
Surprisingly enough. What was the name of that one?
Living Daylights.
Oh, Living Day. Okay, yeah, The Living Daylights.
And what was the next one? He did two, because then the next one had what was the next one he did? It was Living Daylights, and then it was
Slow Mode.
I think it was Living Daylight. It says that, but I don't think it actually is. The Green River stuff is really good. Green River is really good. Like I said, we love both their root beers. The Orange Dream, I think that's what that one's called, is fantastic. The Grape is, I mean, obviously they all have a ton of sugar in them, but man, they are
anything at least it has 50, 60 grams of sugar per serving. You're good.
It's probably good, right? Goldeneye with the great line, well, you've made a liar out of me. I thought Christmas comes.
Oh,
that's actually
right.
not from Goldeneye.
Oh.
That's not from Goldeneye. That is from Tomorrow Never Dies.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that's hilarious. Because because the other woman that he's with in that movie is extremely attractive. She is not, and her name is what?
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards
is in one of those.
Denise Richards is in the same movie there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, I thought Christmas only comes once a year. I have mentioned that joke to my wife. She's like, man, that is so bad. I'm like, it is absolutely terrible. It's tomorrow. No. It's The World Is Not Enough. It's The World. Yeah, which is sung by, who did that song?
Oh, that's Garbage, right?
It is. There
Okay.
we go. This is fun. We should have done this earlier.
James Bond movies and their theme songs, and who was the person, and who was the villain, and who was the hot person, and all that.
Who was the? Because it's like Sophie Marceau or something, or Sophie. I can't remember what it is, but I always thought she was really attractive. License to Kill. That is the other one. Thank you, Comp. Yeah, that is
License to Kill is
that's the second
first
Timothy
one,
Dalton
isn't it?
one.
Oh, is that the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a license to kill.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I saw that in the theater too. Timothy Dalton, not so great, but at least he wasn't George Lazenby, I guess.
On Her
have you
Majesty's
ever
Secret
seen
Service.
that one?
No,
I've never seen that one either.
I have not.
My new hospital is not hooked to my account. Oh my God, does that mean you don't have to pay for it? Sushi, let's go. I think that's how that, I don't know if that's how that works. But yeah, that is a terrible line, Mills. But like I said, yeah, I think that's actually from, it's from The World. No, what did I just say? Winning. We are winning.
I'm winning.
Yeah, it's The World Is Not Enough. That one's actually pretty good. That one is a good idea because the bad guy in that, like, there's like something in his head is like slowly bored, like he can't feel pain, like it's something like that where it's like he's had a bullet in his head and it's cutting off the nerve, but it's slowly also killing him, but it's also keeping him alive in some way because he like can't feel. Yeah, that one's interesting.
Oh, okay.
License to Kill, wasn't that the first non-Fleming Bond film? I don't know. That I can't say. What are the opinions on Daniel Craig as 007? I wasn't a fan. He was a little hit and miss. Like, I don't think I love him as much as other people did, but I really like Casino Royale. I think is fantastic. Spectre, I think, is pretty good. The one where what's the other one? the one that came right after
Skyfall.
Skyfall is good.
Let the sky fall.
Some of that is because of almost like the other actors in it. The
Let
very
it
last
crumble.
Daniel Craig one, I think, was not good, unfortunately. Like the way they kind of ended it was not great. And then the one that was it was the one that was right after Casino Royale, because it almost starts right where that one left off, which was a cool idea, but then the movie wasn't great, and I forgot the name of that one. Yeah, he's a little hot and cold. I liked him overall, but like I said, yeah, a little hot and cold, like with all those kind of movies. Quantum of Solace, there you go. Yeah, Quantum of Solace was okay. I like the idea, like I said, the idea of where that one picks up directly after that one was neat, but then the rest of the movie was kind of not so much.
Planty's a Daniel Craig fan, I think.
You like Daniel Craig? Oh, I know what you like. You like the piercing blue eyes. That's why you like Daniel Craig.
And also like Daniel
100%.
Craig in Knives Out.
I do like the Knives Out. Like I still haven't watched it. Was it Glass Onion?
Is that a new one? The second one?
Yeah. Did you ever see that one?
No, we just saw
Okay.
the
Yeah, I
one
haven't
with,
seen that one either.
with Captain
He was great
America
in
as the
Knives
bad
Out.
guy.
Henry Cavill should have been Bond. Just saying, I like Henry Cavill. I know, Sushi, you're going to be upset about this take. Like I said, I like Henry Cavill, but he's just a little, like, I think he's a little too muscular.
Too
for Bond.
beefy for Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Pierce Brosnan was the best for me. Sean Connery was great too. I agree. Roger Moore was, so I'm on the negative side of Roger Moore. I've watched very few of them. Those are just a little too comical for me. I like the balance of like, this is maybe a little over the top, but it's still kind of taking itself seriously. Whereas Roger Moore was like, I'm walking across the water on alligators, or I'm flying to the moon. Like, it was just like a little too much for me, but I know there are people that absolutely love Roger Moore. Don't malign Henry Cavill.
It's not maligning.
I'm not maligning. I think he is an amazing
It's just
human
saying
being. And I just think
physically he doesn't fit.
I wouldn't ask Pierce Brosnan to play The Witcher, and I wouldn't ask Henry Cavill to play James Bond.
There we go.
You don't even know what that means?
I do know that.
Okay. you're like, what is he saying?
No, I know. We just haven't
He's
watched The
had
Witcher,
too much
but-
of the Carajillo.
Carajillo.
Robert Pattinson would make a good Bond. If they wanted to go really young, I would hear that argument, because he's really good in, obviously, the new Batman movies. Best guess at the next 007? I don't know.
I thought they already figured it out.
I don't think they've said yet. They haven't said
Wasn't it
anything.
supposed to be, what's his name?
Because they're trying to go younger. 'Cause
Idris Elba? Or
I
something?
thought that. I think, I don't know if he's turned it down
okay.
or if they'll give it. He's too late. Unsub, unfollowed. No, Sushi. I mean, I love Henry Cavill. I do actually love him. I think he's great. Block,
Wow.
dude. Wow.
Sushi's very angry right now.
Don't think Moore was the best, but Man with the Golden Gun is one of my favorites. No one can stop the man with the golden gun. Do you know who sang that one?
No.
I don't either.
I know who
What's
sang
shaking
Live
heavy,
and Let
Nick? It's good to
Die.
see.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Was that Tony McCartney?
Tony?
If you'd listened to the Amy Poehler podcast, you'd be dying laughing right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Apparently, Martin Short, after the 50th anniversary, Fred Armisen went up to him because Paul McCartney was there.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess Paul McCartney was like right behind him, and Martin Short didn't know that. And Fred Armisen goes up to him. He's like, oh, it's like good to see him. Great. He's like, why did you call him Tony McCartney? And he was like, I did. And it was like, and they were like, and he like, it was so convincing that he thought it was. And later, it was like the next day, literally, Armisen had to text him. He's like, no, you didn't call him that. I was just kidding. I can't hear you. Oh, I knew it. Yeah, because you've blocked me already. All right. Well, we've had an absolutely fantastic night. Thank you guys so much for all the conversation regarding James Bond, which we can get into next week. Hopefully, maybe in a couple hours, the U of A will be winning some basketball games. Do we know if the Cubs played, if they already won or lost?
7-10.
Oh, so they haven't played yet.
Haven't played yet.
Okay. So as of right now, we're only 0-2.
That's right.
I can't believe we had to start
There's
out
gonna
so
be worse
early.
than
Doing
that
it.
time I was stuck behind Robert
Hey, no
Loggia at the
duplication.
airport.
Let's go.
May I have your name, please?
Robert Loggia.
Can you spell that for me?
Certainly. That's Robert Loggia. R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. B as in, by God, that's Robert Loggia. E as in, everybody loves Robert Loggia. R as in Robert Loggia.
Nick's with the
T as in Tim.
Nick's with the
Look
Robert
over there,
Loggia. Thank
Robert
you.
Loggia. Space.
Space.
L as in, look, it's Robert Loggia.
Nick, thank you so much for the bits right there and the giant Robert Loggia. Hey, is that Robert? It is Robert Loggia.
That's Robert
It
Loggia.
is Robert Loggia. Man, that is okay. We're even now. Wow, space. Oh my God, who has that? Who has that as an emote? We did add a new emote this week. We did actually add one. Keith, you'll actually get this.
Okay.
You're going to like this. This is our new emote.
No?
What's it on, though?
A Post-it note?
Yeah. Remember the conversation we had last week where I was telling my story about the Post-it note?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everyone was like, you should make that an emote. And I did it.
No.
To go
no.
the Tim Curry Command and Conquer sound alert. Oh, my God, Nix. That takes me back.
No.
So great tonight, guys. Thank you, Baker. Thank you for everybody
Yes.
being here. Appreciate you guys all so very much. Like I said again, I'm very lucky every week to get here and hang out with my brother. But like I said, that you guys want to show up too is also fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. We could do it without you, but we'd prefer not to.
I could do this alone.
We often do. We often did. But now we don't have to.
That's
So
right.
thank you.
Great time. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Enjoy your weekend too, Comp. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Like I said, I'll be back on again tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 Eastern, doing some gaming things. Not sure what as of yet. Totally not a paid actor. I think you might. You definitely could be a paid actor, Planty. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'll be back on again tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be back next week. It sounds like we're going to make some different riffs on this cocktail right here. Which
I think
it's going to be super fun.
Yep.
And like I said, so if we do some of those, we'll definitely have to find something, maybe an NA to start the show. If we're going to do a couple of those, but I think that would be really cool because, like I said, having those discussions and then actually implementing them, I think is super neat.
We'll do it.
18 hours. Have a good one. 18 hours from now, I will be back on. Oh, that's definitely what it feels like. I didn't need to put into time there, Zoidberg. I appreciate it though. We're gonna go say hi to Mitch right now. Mitch is back. He is doing some gaming right now. It is so nice seeing him back after his stint of he was in the hospital for a little while.
Oh, okay.
He had some pneumonia going on, but he's feeling better, so he's
Good.
back to streaming again. He did a little bit this morning, kind of not, obviously not overdoing it, but he's playing some Fortnite, which actually he might go back in the hospital if he's got to keep playing Fortnite. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But anyway, please make sure you're following him. He is super fantastic. Like I said, love hanging out in his streams. And yeah, go say hi to him. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We will see you next week with
That's right.
multitude of delicious beverage things once again.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Enjoy your evening. See you next week.
Good night.